EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Superdome in downtown New Orleans.
Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the New England Patriots and the New Orleans Saints. Ready to put this one in the air, and we are underway from the Superdome.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. First throw, here's Winston. There's Chris Olave.
And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Winston to give, it's Kamara.
Fighting through, and he's got space. And he gets this all the way down to the Patriots' 36-yard line. 31 yards there, the first down.
Well, for Alvin Kamara, that speed-size combo, just about exactly what you want for a running back, and he uses that size, that strength to bust through a would-be tackler there.
Yeah, this could be a sign of what this defense is in for, because you know all week long the coaches were preaching to the defense, you've got to be able to wrap up against a back like him, or he can make you pay. Technique, technique, technique.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Right back to Washington. They find some open field here. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A big run there, 29 yards to the first.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. He spins free. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
That's a great run right there on first down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
Again, Kamara.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints.
Alvin Kamara
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Saints are on the board first here this afternoon. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. You can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Lutz with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Marcus Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jones in the Pats now with a 1st and 10
at their own 19-yard line. Throwing Jones out right to Bourne, and he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Now Jones. He's got him in. Complete. A big play there for New England. 67 yards. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Here's Stevenson.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Back at the 5-yard line now. Second and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Kendrick Bourne, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Patriots are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. An out route there for the score, a quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands, knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
They'll try it again now after the 5-yard walk-off. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Here's Blake Gillikin now. The deep to return it is Marcus Jones.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence they're going to put more points up on the board.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 7-7, our score after one.
The score tied 7-7.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Strong.
And he'll find his way down right around the 12. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Back to throw. Jones flushed out right. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 4.
They made a nice effort to stick him in the last play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Patriots.
Tyquan Thornton from 6 yards away. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Folk connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
Nick Folk to kick off for New England.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll try to throw now. Winston completes this to Callaway over on the right side. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That was a nice run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Now a run up the middle with Washington. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Jameis to throw it. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off.
And the Pats are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Jones throw taken in by Thornton.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Marcus May with a pick.
And the Saints are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw is probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, and he fires one that's intercepted.
It's Kyler Duggar who picks it.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Pulls it in at the 13. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 27, Winston. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
First down, Winston.
And he'll get it right back to Washington.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
That's good for the Saints.
On 1st and 10, Winston. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time.
It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from...
And this is caught, and he's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
Tyquan Thornton
in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Patriots will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
Nick Folk to kick off for New England.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time. And Going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a miss-hit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Looking to throw on second down. Jones. This one to Bourne out on the left side.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Winston now to throw on first down. Finding Taysom Hill complete. He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown! Taysom Hill, 49 yards.
And the Saints are able to cut into that deficit. Dennis Allen going to go for 2 here. He's leaving his offense out on the field.
Winston to throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. After the touchdown, wants to kick it off.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Pats at the line ready to go. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Checking this down to Stevenson. 6 yards left on second down.
Operating from the gun. Jones. Complete. Hunter Henry with the ground. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. They go play action here on first down.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
To throw again on second down. Jones. Complete. It's Henry. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and they'll bring up the 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Strong.
And some room to run now. The 30. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
This taken in at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
First down 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Jameis now on first down.
He completes it to Olave. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, Winston. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Washington. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. Up the middle they go, Washington. And he's going to take this down close to the 1st as he's brought down at the Patriots' 29.
Devon Gaucho on the tackle. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd and 1, here's Winston. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
They'll run. It's Washington.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
It's a gain of 11. That's another Saints first down. 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Winston. Touchdown, Saints. Taysom Hill, an 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Saints are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Dennis Allen going to go for 2 here. He's leaving his offense out on the field.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Taken at the goal line.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. The Pats at the line, ready to go. What was once a really comfortable lead is not so comfortable anymore. Down to a 2-score game after they've seen a pair of touchdowns go against them on those last 2 drives.
Yeah, they've got to find a way to get off of autopilot right now, okay? Get back to what was working for them earlier. Understand that they still have a 2-score lead, so it's not dire. But at the same time, okay, guys, let's match the gas. Let's get going again. Let's have some fun.
Jones on 1st and 10.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
On 2nd and 10, Jones. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go away as incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right way to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. A 1st down throw for Winston. Gets this one to Hill.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 40-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Winston under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, 3rd and long.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Devin McCourty picks it off.
And the Patriots are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Now Jones. Got the connection here to Bourne. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Kendrick Bourne, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Patriots use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
Taken in at the 3.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. He's at the 40, 20. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Saints. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. They're going to keep it on the ground. And they will get back to it in 1 score as he is into the end zone, and the lead's cut to 8 here in the 4th. So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff.
Taken in at the 3. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, they keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football. I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when they hand it off.
3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
As a defense, you're more bound when you're in zone coverage because you have to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Throwing, Jones.
And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. There was no one around him, but he took his eye off it, and it falls incomplete.
He was out there waving his arm saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
On first and goal, Washington. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Dwayne Washington, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Saints have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the fourth. Here's Winston. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the fourth. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter.
Out of the end zone comes Smith. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know it.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints.
On the move past the 40. Still going inside the 20.
And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5.
I'm fairly sure that there's no good time to cough up the football. But this couldn't be much worse, could it?
No.
This situation, this yard line, no chance.
They set it on a T for him. They're already in field goal range here late in the fourth now.
Yeah, warm up the kicker and just make sure they take care of the ball now. They've got a chance to put this thing away.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on first and goal. They run for the shotgun with Washington. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. They'll try again with Washington. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Winston. And this is going to